Hi everyone, it's Anja from Cooking with Plants and welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm super excited to share one of my favourite savoury oatmeal recipes with you, and it's for an oatmeal mushroom risotto. So instead of using a traditional risotto base of arborio rice, this actually uses oats, which are going to cook down very quickly and give you that same delicious creamy texture that a traditional risotto would give. So let's get into the recipe and then let's get tasting when it's done.
Cooking with plants, vegan made easy.
So what I've done is I'm heating up my pan here. I've just got an electric fry pan that I'm using, a plug-in one, just so I can show you easily how to cook this up. But normally I would cook this in a non-stick pan. And I love to use Circulon fry pans, so if you are looking for a non-stick option, that's the one that I use. So I've just got this pan on about a medium-high heat, and I'm going to add in some shiitake mushrooms. So I've chopped up about 3 large shiitakes here, but you could also use some dried shiitakes as well and just rehydrate them and use those. So any mushrooms at all that you'd like to use will work perfectly well in this. And then I've just got a cup of regular mushrooms that are chopped up. They're going in as well. So just let your imagination run wild. Whatever mushrooms you have access to, use those, and just a mixture always makes it really tasty and interesting. Now I don't use oil in my cooking, so I'm just going to let the natural moisture release out of these mushrooms. But if you wanted to, if you find they're sticking, you could add some splashes of water or some vegetable broth just to release them from the base of the pan. But I don't mind because I'm going to be cooking a risotto and I want those flavors to go through, so I'm just going to let the natural juices come out. Okay, so these mushrooms have been cooking for about a couple of minutes, and there's actually not too much liquid coming out of these, but they have softened up nicely. And I'm just going to add about a tablespoon of tamari to this. You could also use a salt-reduced soy sauce or some coconut aminos. And then just continue stirring this through. Oh, that already smells so yummy. Okay, so I'm going to add in some garlic powder, also some onion powder. If you prefer to add fresh onion and garlic, by all means do, but I'm trying to make this super quick and easy for you. And then I'm adding a teaspoon of mixed Italian herbs as well. And then just a little bit of white pepper, probably about 5 dashes worth there, but just adjust that to your own palate. And then just give that another stir through. And it's starting to caramelize on the bottom, so I'm just going to turn this down a little bit. There's a lot of heat in here. And then I'm going to add in the oats, so about half a cup's worth of oats there. Just give that a quick stir through, just so they can dry fry a little bit and release that nutty flavour of the oats. And then I'm adding in 1/4 cup of chickpea flour. So the chickpea flour is actually going to make this mixture very creamy and give it a melted cheese type of consistency. So I'm just going to mix this through, just so it's all well combined. And then I'm going to add the liquid. So if you wanted to, you could just use water, but I'm using plant-based milk that I'm gradually just going to add in and stir through. Oh, it's smelling so good, it's looking good. And then just add all of the rest of that milk in and give it a good stir through, and keep cooking this on a medium, possibly a low to medium heat for about 5 minutes or so until the oats are nicely cooked and softened. And if you need to add a little bit more moisture, more liquid to this mixture, then add in a little bit of vegetable broth, some more of that plant-based milk, or some water. Oh, that is looking so good. So the liquid quantity is really going to depend on the liquid that comes out of your mushrooms as well. So just have some extra water on hand and just add splashes of that as needed. So I ended up adding about half a cup of water to this as well, just to make it nice and creamy and to cook through. And then as an optional extra, you don't need to add this, but I like it for the cheesiness, I'm going to add a quarter of a cup of Nutritional yeast flakes. Now that that is all stirred through, I'm just going to turn off the heat. And then I've got about half a lemon that's been juiced. I'm just going to add that into this mixture. Oh, it just smells so good. And any fresh herbs that you like will taste absolutely amazing mixed through this or served on top at the end. I've got a couple of tablespoons of fresh basil that I've chopped up, so I'll put most of that in, and I'll just keep some to put on top as well when I serve it. And that is ready to go. How quick is that? It's so much faster than a traditional risotto where you're standing there for about an hour and you're just constantly stirring. So this is super quick and easy and delicious. I absolutely love it. And I need to just go and get a spoon so I can taste test. Now it's time for my favorite part, and that is to actually dig in and give this a taste test. Oh, that smells so good. Oh my goodness. That is so amazing. It tastes like it's been cooking for hours. Adding that lemon at the end just gives it extra zip and zing and just freshens this whole dish up. This has got to be one of the best ways to eat your oatmeal. So give this recipe a try. I'd love to hear how it goes for you. And if you improvise and use other ingredients, let me know what type of oatmeal risotto that you'd like to make. And why not join me over in my Facebook group where you could share a photo of your favorite risotto that you like to make. I'd love to see you there. I'll leave a link below, and I look forward to seeing you for the next recipe. Bye for now. Oh, this is so yum, yum, yum. Need more. That is so delicious. Yum.